All right, let's move on. Let's spend the next 20 minutes on more positive things, I think. Let's see here. More movie news. If it's not, if it hasn't been heard by now, or if you haven't heard the rumors, Warner Brothers hasn't been very happy with the results of their superhero lineup. And because of that, their executives and the guys in charge of the studios have actually shaken up a lot of the projects that were going on. In multiple videos, we've covered, the movie slate that Warner Brothers has set up for the DC expanded universe. It's not that aggressive, especially in comparison to what we're seeing. It's just that the pace and the direction they're going is definitely different than some of their more esteemed competition across the way. Because of that, there's actually been a few things that are going on, a few changes in direction for the movies and everything else. One of the things that we know for sure is that the director of The Flash left Warner Brothers over creative differences.
What, they want to jog?
No, walk.
Yeah, let's see here. Seth Grahame-Smith, he was the director set to go ahead and handle The Flash. And that was, I believe, set to come out in 2017 after the first Justice League movie. He went ahead and he left the project, citing creative differences. Let's see here. Basically, what happened is that because certain movies didn't do as well as they were expecting to, Warner Brothers has levied a lot of pressure on their creative people, the folks who are handling their projects, making it very imperative to them that, yes, if you're going to make this particular movie that we're going to dump $150 million on it to go ahead and produce, you guys better be making us good movies.
Well, like The Flash.
Yes.
Now, the Flash TV series is fucking excellent. Watch it.
Yes.
If they would take that magic that they have going on there and put it on the big screen, then there's no worries.
I have no input to add to that. I just don't.
I mean, you have the subject matter already. I get so frustrated with these because DC is like one of my favorites. I love DC. I've always have. And like I said before, I wouldn't care if they strung out 10 years worth of movies and then have a kick-ass Justice League movie at the end.
I think majority of fans wouldn't care if they saw that the movies that were given to them on a regular basis were good, solid movies.
And it's unfair for Warner Brothers to put that much pressure after one of their so-called, movies that were supposed to be good bombed, and then you're putting all these pressures on these directors.
Not bombed, but it didn't make half of what they were projecting it to make.
Having those type of expectations, the main thing that's wrong with this, as far as my opinion, what if they get halfway through this or even a quarter of the way through what they're planning right now, and then they don't generate any revenue? They're going to have to start over anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
So why don't you do it right the first time?
Well,
because they don't know what right is. They do not go to the fucking source material.
Here's the problem that they're running into right now is that they've already spent a shitload of money on pre-production and marketing and licensing shit that they can't back out.
No doubt.
Later. Yeah. And it's not just it. It's obviously affecting everybody because, like I said, it's not just the Flash that the director on the Flash that decided to leave. James Wan, who's set up to direct the Aquaman movie, he. As rumors go, he was contemplating leaving that project and not continuing on that.
I mean, look, you got all these things going on in the TV on the small screen. You got Supergirl, which is doing freaking good. You got Arrow, which is doing freaking good. You got Flash, which is doing freaking good. You got Gotham, which is doing freaking good. You know what?
Gotham's okay, actually.
You know what? Fuck the silver screen. Just bring what you want to bring on the small scale. I mean, you could bring an Aquaman TV series.
The funniest thing about that, I remember when Smallville was going on.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had a movie called Superman Returns. And I'm like, why didn't they just transition to that into a movie called maybe Metropolis?
Yeah.
And then continuing it from there. But they
going a grander scale.
Yeah. But they said they brought Superman Returns, a sequel to Superman 4. Nobody wanted to see that.
I mean,
and this was supposed to be a part of DC's build-up.
It's really discouraging what DC is doing. You know, after being a fan of DC for all these years.
The funniest thing about Green Lantern is that the story of the movie wasn't all that bad.
No, the problem with the Green Lantern in the end is that they didn't end up going all in. At the point where they should have went all in with who the big bad was and all of that, and also maybe the choice of who they decided which lantern they went with, because if you got to remember at the time that it came out, you know, just before that there was that whole Justice League animated series run where what's his name, Jon Stewart was your Green Lantern.
Yeah. Well, with that was, you know, also that was during the storyline. Correct me if I'm wrong, Reverend. Wasn't that during the Blackest Night or the something like that? The Blackest Night, the Brightest Day or something like that storyline, where it was all the lanterns against each other.
The War of the Lanterns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was during the same time frame. I mean, you know, the Green Lantern wasn't a bad movie. It really wasn't. The storyline wasn't bad. It's just that we knew that Celestro was going to be, you know, he's going to do the Yellow Lantern. We knew that.
Yeah.
We understood that. But it just seemed like it was, at the end, it was forced. You know what I mean? It was like, the way they did it was just all wrong.
And then you had the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy.
Yeah.
Which as far as movies goes, they were okay movies. They were good movies. They were very profitable. Actually, they did a lot more money than what Warner Brothers was expecting them to do. In fact,
you talk about The Dark Knight, the one that Ledger did?
Batman Begins, The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight and Dark Knight Returns. Those movies were actually a surprise to Warner Brothers.
Profitable. Absolutely.
Yeah. But the thing about that was that because
they lied about having it saying that it was Heath Ledger's last movie, but it wasn't.
Well, the thing about those movies is that the problem that I have with the Nolan movies is Warner Brothers got stuck on that particular grim, depressing, dark, gray fucking outlook for a superhero movie that they decided to go ahead and copy and paste and gray wash all of their fucking movies after that, saying, "Oh, this is what our hits are going to be looking like."
Well, I mean,
the matter is, it's not.
But DC has always been dark, though, man.
Yeah,
Batman has always been a
no. Batman has always carried that sort of darkness.
Yeah,
not DC as a whole,
but not Superman.
Yeah, not the Flash,
not Wonder Woman, not Flash.
Not Green Lantern.
No.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
Batman, yes.
Batman has always had that darkness about it. You know, I mean,
a dark Superman means the end of the world, man.
No, not necessarily.
You gotta no. You can't have this. You can't have Superman thinking of crossing the line every time he goes into a situation.
He has.
No,
present movie.
No, I'm talking about if he shows up and he's like, should I kill all these motherfuckers or not?
Yeah.
No, he's not supposed to be even contemplating that.
And the thing is that obviously this all stems from the fact that Batman versus Superman didn't do as well as what they were hoping to do. In fact, for the longest time, when I found out that Zack Snyder was doing Justice League, I was like, no, that isn't going to fucking work. Because he paints in the same colors that Nolan does. He just doesn't tell a story as well as Nolan does. So much so that they've made another huge change in the creative direction. The folks who are in charge of creative in DC for the DC Expanded Universe of Cinematic Movies, they made Ben Affleck the executive producer of the upcoming Justice League movies. So, as far as it goes, from how the rumors go, Zack Snyder and the executives at Warner Brothers had a sit down where Zack Snyder walked out of there very, very fucking upset, and basically, the gist of the sit down was, you can't tell your story like this. And now he actually has somebody with some oversight over him that's going to be, I don't know. I don't think that they're going to be rewriting the story, but pulling the tone away from what Zack Snyder considers, well, what Zack Snyder's general MO is, which is gray, depressing, emo shit.
Emo. Batman doesn't need to be done again. Okay, that's number one. Number two, fuck Ben Affleck, all right? Fuck that radical Islam apologist. Fuck him, okay? Now, did he do bad as Batman in Batman versus Superman? No, he didn't. Okay? He actually played a good role. But him going to do more Batman movies and directing them, and to try to have those movies have intercourse with a Justice League thing coming up, that it's being too sped up. It's not going to work.
The general problem with Warner Brothers' treatment of the DCEU, aside from the TV shows, I think is that everything on the big screen for the movies, they've handled by committee, and they haven't had any one person in charge who's actually very familiar with the comic book process and the comic book IPs that they're dealing with, that can sit there and say, okay, this is what we want to make. Because, again, my biggest issue with Batman vs. Superman wasn't any of the cast. It was the fact that, well...
Why can't you just do this? Why the fuck can't you just do this?
You know why? Because they treat those guys like resources, and they tell them that they're lucky to be working for Warner Brothers. Yeah.
Not impressed.
Yeah.
I swear, not impressed.
No. And the thing is that here's the thing, all right, is that there is a movie that was just released a few days ago that it is probably not fair to make the comparison to Batman vs. Superman, but it's inevitable that it's going to happen. And guess what? I am pretty sure that it is going to reach any sort of projected amount that Marvel may have set for it.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I mean, just overseas, that movie's already. Anyway.
But again, look at the path that they went through in order to build this up to this point. They did everything right.
Yep.
And you got these motherfuckers on the other side on DC and Warner Brothers that are just like, all right, look, this sticks to the wall.
We don't care how we get there. Just get there.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
I don't see this ever coming. coming back. It's like it would be good.
Look, they're gonna have to reset this again.
No, here's the thing. The generally speaking, I think their efforts can be saved. They just have to, like I said, the overall tone.
Well, you know what? I agree with you, Reverend.
The overall tone of their movies, it needs to change. No, I'm not looking for each and every character to be like shooting out, jokes in a mile a minute, but fuck, at least these are super powered guys who can do what no regular human can do. Is it impossible that they might actually have fun fucking doing it? Is it impossible that they might actually encourage the people watching them to enjoy what the fuck they're doing?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said that DC and Warner Brothers need to get rid of the democracy and turn into a dictatorship and have one motherfucker in charge that knows what the fuck they're doing.
No, it's not even that. What they got to do is they've got to kick the bean counters out of the fucking creative process. Okay, say thank you for your cash, but you're over there in that room. Okay, not here at this fucking table where we're actually making the product. Okay, you guys be over there, and then they have to get somebody who knows the voices of the characters to be able to put them together. And this is the thing that's most painful to consider, because guess what? They're in Burbank, they just have to sit there and jump in the car for 20 minutes, and they'll find somebody who's very fucking familiar with the with the IP and who knows these characters intimately and can produce and create a good story for them. And it's not like they don't already have 75 fucking years worth of stories that they can
pull. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, what Grahame was suggesting earlier, he's just basically saying, yeah, we need a leader with integrity to just come in and just...
Yeah, I mean...
Somebody with vision.
I'm not saying a complete dictatorship, but I'm saying that, like you said, somebody who knows these characters. Because I want to sit in a movie, just like in Marvel with the Avengers and whatnot. When I sat there and watched the Avengers, I'm sitting there watching these Marvel movies, and I'm sitting there watching these characters on the screen, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, Iron Man would do that. Yeah, Captain America would say that. Yes. You know what I mean? Scarlet Witch would say something like that.
In other words, characters will be acting like their characters.
Correct.
Like,
and that's what DC needs to put together, because Superman, I'm sorry, he's not gonna crack somebody's neck or no. Anyway, I would like to sit in the movie when I'm watching a DC movie that, yeah, Batman would do that. Yes, Green Lantern would do that. Yes, Flash would do that, would say something like that. And that's what that's the audience and the movie connection. That's what I want. And that's pretty much what goes without saying. That's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to feel connected, to these superheroes. You know what I mean? That we know, growing up through the comics and whatnot. Yep. That's all I'm asking.
I mean, look, I'll be very honest right now. As far as Batman versus Superman went, there were a lot of things in that movie that looked like a comic book, but there wasn't a lot of things in the movie that sounded or carried out like any of the comic books.
Well, I mean, it's just too much. They just thrown so many subplots in there together.
Yeah.
I mean, let me bring it back. On the Marvel side, there's one of my favorite comic books. It's called Maximum Carnage, which is when Spider-Man was with, there's like several enemies and with that, I was even in that comic. That just shows you how that each, you have multiple characters you could put into. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
But it's a perfect example of you could put multiple characters in there together, and even in the DC comics, the Justice League comic books. I mean, all you got to do is just go. You could go in there. You could go to a comic book store, pull a magazine, and look through it and find out how Because there's no cohesiveness at all with all those characters thrown in there. It didn't make any sense, and that was the biggest complaint that people had. You just threw too much, and like you said, you threw shit at the wall. Oh, that shit stuck. Okay, let's put that one in there. All right, let's throw this shit against the wall. Oh, that stuck.
It's just the fact that people were like, it's Batman and Superman together on a silver screen for the first time. Everyone's going to want to go see that.
But everybody wanted to see. Look. Everybody has said that they wanted to see that movie for years.
That's why
almost all the people's lifetime.
No matter what they did at that point, people were going to go see it anyway.
Because I have a friend that was.
Because now it's the same thing with the Justice League. People were like, okay, we've been waiting for a Justice League movie for the years.
Well, it goes further than that. I have a friend in his 50s that grew up. I'm talking about in the golden era of comic books. Civil era in comic books, and they have always wanted to see that Batman, Superman so it goes further than our generation. That's how people have been wanting to see this for 50 plus years, to see Batman and Superman together in one movie, and to have such a letdown.
Just stick with the animated stuff. If you want to see both of them up, by the way, Justice League versus Teen Titans, see that shit. Watch it. It's a fun movie. It's a good movie.
So the only thing from DC that I'm looking forward to,
Killing Joke.
Is the Killing Joke. I'm sorry. I mean, what? I can't comprehend.
What about Suicide Squad?
I'll give it a shot.
Like I said before when we were talking about Suicide Squad and everything else, I'm still hopefully optimistic. I don't have high expectations, but I am hopefully optimistic that they can correct their course. Now, whether or not that happens before or after the first Justice League movie and Warner Brothers decides to pull the plug on everything, I don't know. But
that could happen, though.
I hope it was.
As far as
wait another 10 years for some more planning.
As far as looking past rumors and everything, if you have a director who's willing to go ahead and leave millions of dollars on the fucking table, another director about to walk out.
And that was the point that I was going to make earlier, is that you got directors leaving. What's that to tell you? What's that?
Now, wait a minute. I don't want their name tacked onto that.
What's that to say about you?
Hey, look at the first Hulk movie with Ang Lee. His name is forever tainted for that shit. That and Brokeback Mountain. But my point is, you got people walking away.
Yeah.
And not just people. You got directors.
Yeah.
Directors walking away.
No, I'm not doing. You want me to do that shit? No,
Fuck you. I'm out of here. I'm out. I'm gone.
I mean, if
after seeing what happened to the I'm good.
Well, the thing about it is, look at Warner Brothers. Their expectations are way too high.
Yep.
Look at the expectations that they have for Batman versus Superman.
Well, look what we said. Look what we said way before this movie, Batman versus Superman, came out. We said that DC is trying to play catch up, and it's fucking fucking everything up.
I agree.
Just they need to pull back the throttle, relocate, or not relocate is wrong. Reevaluate is what I was trying to say, and just
they just need to stop and go get the fucking source material, read through it, understand it, and then start making shit. That's what they need to start doing, because other than that, we can't really take it seriously.
I mean, so what? They got in store, they got a Wonder Woman movie, they got a Aquaman movie, they got a Cyborg movie, right?
Why the fuck would you need an Aquaman movie?
And then they also got, a Flash movie, you said? Mm-hmm. And then...
2 Justice League movies.
But what I don't understand is, where's Manhunter? Martian Manhunter.
That's going to be their first Avengers movie.
No, the Martian Manhunter. He's not part of this initial lineup of.
They need to come together for a reason, and the Manhunter bringing in the Manhunter, or them motherfuckers aliens following the Manhunter here, or something like that. That would be the perfect way to bring these motherfuckers together. Other than that, it's like
that's what I'm saying. Who's going? Are they going to use Lex Luthor?
Darkseid.
No, Batman. Just like they did with the New 52 reboot. They're going to use Batman to bring the Justice League together.
No, I'm not talking about together. I'm talking about against whom.
Yeah, that's against who? Darkseid.
I don't know.
Darkseid would be the only optional.
Mongol.
Or Brainiac, eh? No, that's just Marvel, ain't it?
No, Brainiac.
Yeah.
That's DC. Yeah, I don't know. But the thing is
Savage.
yeah, I mean they could use any of those people. But the thing is that the way that they're going right now, if these particular movies don't make their projected numbers that they're hoping for, if they only reach them by a margin of 50%, because let's face it, Batman versus Superman, they were projecting that it was going to make $1.6 billion for them.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's what they were projecting. That's worldwide. And the thing is that guess what? That's not unrealistic for the fact that worldwide, Jurassic World made $1.4 billion.
Well, I mean, they were expecting because it's Batman and Superman. Just on the name alone.
Yep. Yeah. But where they're standing at right now, they're not even gonna reach 900 million.
What is it at now? Do you know?
It was a little bit past 850 million or something like that.
I mean, the only thing that could really save it, like when they get to the Justice League movies, is that maybe Brainiac or somebody takes control of takes control of all the Justice League, and Batman has to save them all. I don't know.
No. What's going to save it is they have to have good writing, and they have to sit there and make these pictures fun for people to watch.
Right. Have them interact with each other, and have them have correct interactions.
Well, just like I said earlier,
don't have Flash talking shit to Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Flash was talking shit to Superman. But don't have Superman be like some emo git reacting to it, just frowning all the fucking time. Oh, the guy in the red suit, the blood was trashing me.
He's teasing me. It's not fair. I'm Superman.
Yeah, but you can't catch me, bitch. And run away.
I don't know, man. Who would win? Superman or because remember Superman flew fast enough to turn back the clock.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
I think
he also kissed people to make their memories go away.
Yeah.
I think didn't Flash do that too? Turn back.
No. In one of the last major Justice League events, they have the Flash running. All right, basically to jump back in time and across a parallel.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, but knowing that if he does this, though, because he's only got a limited amount of speed force that he's going to get lost forever, they send Superman after him. And Superman sits there and tells him, Flash, you can't do this. He's like, whatever you do, I'm going to try my best to stop you. And the Flash goes ahead and looks at him and he says, Clark, you know all those races that we did for charity and shows, I let you keep up with me. And then he was gone. Yeah. So that's one of those things. Like I said, okay, enough geeking out, but obviously from Power Rangers to the DC extended universe, there's a lot of stuff going on for us to talk about. Not all of it's going to be positive, but hey, we're going to see Captain America Civil War tomorrow. I really, really want to talk about it right now, but these guys haven't seen it yet, so I don't want to spoil it for them. With that, folks, thank you for spending the last 30, 40 minutes with us. If you're so kind, please hit the like button below, hit subscribe, visit all of our channels. I have a channel. The Theme has his channel. Grey Mouse has his channel. Check us out. Leave comments for our things, the things that we do. If you're here every week, and I think that's it for this week, right? Unless something else comes up.
I don't think there's anything else with this.
Well, we're going to do a Captain America review, aren't we?
That's
Yeah, that'll be probably tomorrow if we get around to it. So there's going to be more stuff. So stay tuned, folks. Thank you again for spending time with us. We are the three middle-aged Jews just BSing about nothing. I am the Reverend.
the theme here.
And Gray Mouse 1.
Once again, for the benefits of common sense logic, no. Just make the movies fucking correctly so we can see them and enjoy them. Closing credits.